First up, we're talking about the brand new horror sports flick Him. Director Justin Tipping is blending the intensity of the football field with chilling suspense, and it stars Tyriq Withers as a rising quarterback and Marlon Wayans as a legendary, and possibly sinister, mentor. This movie is packed with creepy ideas, but does it deliver the knockout punch? Then, we're going behind the scenes with former MMA fighter Maurice Greene. You know him from the Octagon, but now he's stepping into the spotlight in Him, and revealing how a terrifying injury pushed him from fighting to acting. Get ready for an incredible story of reinvention. Next, we spotlight the man himself, Tyriq Withers. We're going deep on his journey from the Florida State Seminoles football team to the big screen. How did this former athlete prepare to play a star quarterback in Him, and what personal connections did he find in the role? And finally, we're breaking down the buzz around Him and whether it lives up to the hype, especially with comparisons to Jordan Peele's Get Out. Is this horror flick a slam dunk or a fumble? Stick around for all the juicy details and make sure you're subscribed and the bell is on so you never miss an update. Horror meets the gridiron in Him, but does it score? This flick boldly fuses the high-stakes world of professional football with the chilling dread of horror, a blend rarely seen. It explores the intense pressures, obsessions, and dark undercurrents of sports. Starring Tyriq Withers as Cameron Cade, a promising college quarterback eyed for the pros, and Marlon Wayans as Isaiah White, a legendary, multi-championship-winning quarterback, the film promises a unique narrative. Cameron is violently attacked just before the draft and invited to Isaiah's secluded compound for training. As Cameron immerses himself in Isaiah's intense regimen and peculiar environment, surrounded by devoted fans and unsettling practices, a sense of unease grows. Marlon Wayans delivers a standout performance as Isaiah, exuding both the confidence of a sports icon and a disturbing hidden menace. The film delves into the sacrifices required for greatness and the psychological toll of fame, using the backdrop of intense athletic training to build suspense. While the movie grapples with the horrors of fame and the extreme measures taken to achieve success, some critics note that the narrative threads don't always coalesce perfectly, with the inciting incident feeling somewhat sidelined for much of the film. However, the third act reportedly explodes with satisfyingly gory and intense action, leaving audiences with much to ponder about the true cost of ambition. Don't go anywhere, because the drama only intensifies from here. Next, we uncover the incredible comeback story of a fighter turned actor who's making waves in Hollywood. From the Octagon to Hollywood, Maurice Greene's unexpected acting debut. Former UFC and PFL heavyweight Maurice Greene, known for his formidable presence in mixed martial arts, has embarked on a surprising new career path in acting, landing a significant role in the Jordan Peele-produced horror film, Him. Greene's transition into the film industry wasn't meticulously planned. It began with a chance encounter with a filmmaker while he was focused on his MMA career in New Mexico. Greene, who overcame a challenging childhood where he was bullied, found his calling in martial arts, eventually shedding over 100 pounds and rising through the ranks to compete in the UFC. His journey was marked by dedication and a relentless pursuit of his goals, even when facing skepticism. However, a series of nerve-related injuries, including numbness in his limbs during fights, began to take a toll. A particularly devastating knockout loss in early 2025 solidified his decision to retire from fighting, prompting him to shift his focus entirely to acting and his family. He approached acting with the same discipline he applied to MMA, taking classes and auditioning extensively. Greene's role in Him is significant, portraying a character with a menacing presence. He describes the experience of filming Him as a privilege, emphasizing the need to stay focused and dedicated, much like in his fighting days. Greene draws parallels between the grind of MMA and acting, noting that both demand immense mental and physical exertion. His journey is truly inspiring, but what about the man carrying the lead role? Next, we explore how a former football star is tackling Hollywood's biggest stage. From the sidelines to the silver screen, Tyriq Withers' breakout role. Tyriq Withers, a former Division I wide receiver for the Florida State Seminoles, is making a significant impact in the film industry with his starring role in the new horror sports movie, Him. His transition from the football field to acting wasn't just a career change. It was a deeply personal evolution, influenced by his experiences and a desire to connect with his emotions. Withers portrays Cameron Cade, a talented college quarterback facing a career-threatening injury. His athletic background provided a natural foundation for the role, but he delved deeper, drawing on personal feelings of wanting to prove himself and the complexities of ambition. The preparation was rigorous, involving intense physical conditioning and quarterback training with former NFL player Jordan Palmer. Withers embraced the challenge, learning the nuances of the position and channeling his competitive spirit into his performance. Filming Him also brought Withers a profound emotional connection with co-star Marlon Wayans. Wayans, part of a renowned comedy family, became an honorary brother figure to Withers, especially after the loss of his own brother. Their collaboration on set, blending intense dramatic scenes with shared laughter, helped Withers navigate his grief and find joy in the process, mirroring the emotional depth required for his character. Director Justin Tipping praised Withers' ability to balance emotional precision with external awareness, noting his remarkable performance in a challenging monologue. His performance is captivating, but does the film itself hit all the right notes? We'll analyze the critical reception and see if Him is a true touchdown or a disappointing miss. Is Him the next horror masterpiece or a pale imitation? The new horror sports film, Him, directed by Justin Tipping, is drawing comparisons to Jordan Peele's groundbreaking hit, Get Out, sparking debate about its originality and impact. While the film attempts to blend football's raw intensity with psychological horror, critics are divided on whether it successfully carves out its own identity. Him centers on star college quarterback Cameron Cade, Tyriq Withers, who, after a career-ending injury, is invited to train with his idol legendary quarterback Isaiah White Marlon Wayans at his secluded compound. The film explores themes of ambition, sacrifice, and the dark side of sports stardom, with Isaiah's compound filled with unsettling symbolism and a fervent fan base that borders on a cult. The narrative delves into the pressures faced by Black athletes and the sinister forces that might lie beneath the surface of success, echoing some of the social commentary found in Get Out. However, many reviewers argue that Him leans too heavily on the formula established by Peele, lacking the subtlety and cohesive vision that made Get Out a phenomenon. While Marlon Wayans delivers a compelling performance, Tyriq Withers is noted by some critics as being a passive protagonist, making it difficult for the audience to fully connect with his journey. The film's attempts at drawing parallels to religion and sacrifice, along with its handling of themes like race and tokenization, are often described as heavy-handed or underdeveloped. Despite its flaws, the film is visually striking and aims for a unique blend of genres. The intense third act is often cited as a high point, delivering the promised horror and action. Yet, the overall consensus suggests that Him struggles to balance its ambitious ideas, ultimately falling short of the cinematic achievement it aspires to be. That's a wrap on our deep dives for today. But before you go, we've got a quick recap and your essential DripFeed sign-off. All right, DripFeed fam, that's all the hotness for today. We saw Him try to blend horror and football, Maurice Greene make a wild career switch from MMA to acting, Tyriq Withers transition from the gridiron to the big screen, and we dissected the buzz around Him and its Get Out comparisons. Don't forget to like this video if you got your fill of news, subscribe for more daily updates, hit that notification bell so you're always in the know, and comment below with your thoughts on these stories. And for all the latest, follow us on socials. We'll catch you on the next one.